Whenever we are talking about the bioenergetics, right? Whenever I am talking about bioenergetics, what does it mean? It means flow of energy. The first thing, I should change the color. This one. So the what problem we are facing? Internet is okay? ये क्या था? चलो थोड़ा सा बैकग्राउंड कंट्रोल करो आप लोग, है ना, देन मजा आएगा पढ़ने में. वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द फ्लो ऑफ एनर्जी एंड ऑल्सो बायोएनर्जेटिक्स डील्स विद द ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन ऑफ एनर्जी, राइट? ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन ऑफ एनर्जी. Okay, so here we will discuss about the flow of energy through living system and also ये रिकॉर्डिंग बंद कर दो ना, फिर मजा नहीं आएगा पढ़ने में, एक ही काम कर लो. So so we will discuss about how cell is going to transform energy. First thing, because this is very complex, you know, how cell is transforming energy. Right, and also we'll discuss about the energy exchange, how there is a energy exchange. So everything we are talking about the energy, right? So for example, if you'll see there are various cell performing various activity, right? For example, you know, various metabolic activity are there. Metabolic activity, we can classify metabolic activity into two pathway. One is the anabolic pathway, anabolic activity.
Anabolism.
Yes, metabolism, right? So if I'm talking about anabolism and catabolism, so what do you mean by the anabolism? So from class 6 we are knowing that anabolic activity means synthetic activity, right? This is this means synthetic activity, right? So another activity is, one is the anabolic, another activity is so what is catabolic activity? Catabolic means formation of, मुझे म्यूट करना पड़ेगा ना सबको, केवल प्रवीणा, तेजस्विनी, ताहिरा.
Breakdown of molecules.
And Ravinder. Chalo. Kavita. So catabolic means breakdown of molecule, exactly. This is anabolic means simple to complex, we can say, right? Whenever complex molecule is formed from the combining of simple molecules. So this will be exergonic or endergonic. This will consume energy or release energy. Bolo. Anabolic process will consume energy or release energy. So this is energy consuming. They consume energy, right? For the formation of complex molecule, where catabolic process is just exactly opposite. Right, complex molecule utilizes energy, right, and they are being converted into the simple molecule. Okay, so what is the example of so that's why they are releasing energy. They are not consuming, rather than they are releasing energy. Clear? So this process will be exothermic. This process will be called as exothermic, and this will be endothermic. Correct? Now this is clear to you. We are all talking about the energy, right?
Yes,
Before proceeding into the complex metabolic thermodynamic activity, we should have a very clear idea about various things. For example, what are the different form of energy that cell utilizes? My question is, what are the different form of energy that a cell utilizes? बताएगा कोई? Any idea? First one is heat. चलो मैंने बता दिया, एक हिंट दे दिया. एक तो heat, right? कोई भी cell, animal, plant, कोई भी cell, right? I'm talking general. I'm talking about all the type of cells, whatever you know, plant or animal. So one type of energy, the cell is using heat. Another is plant cell में जैसे light, right? If you're talking about the muscle cells, they are using the which energy? Mechanical energy. ठीक है ना?
mechanical.
Right. If you're digesting the food, this is a kind of chemical energy. ठीक है?
Chemical.
हाँ. There are some thermodynamical energy. For example, free energy. Any idea about the free energy? And then sixth one is entropy. Right? These are the some form of thermodynamics energy. तो सवाल ये उठता है कि can cell use the heat? Which is the main form of energy out of this? What is the main energy that cell mainly use? What is main energy source? Main energy which most of the cells use.
Free energy.
Yes, which most cells use, right? So this is a kind of free energy. Free energy, this is also called as the Gibbs free energy, right?
Del G.
Gibbs free energy or delta G, right? तो अब यहाँ पे बात हो रही थी एंडोथर्मिक की. एंडोथर्मिक के लिए डेल्टा जी क्या होगा? पॉजिटिव या नेगेटिव? और एक्सोथर्मिक के लिए डेल्टा जी पॉजिटिव या नेगेटिव? व्हाट यू कैन से? For exothermic, always delta G will be negative. Why?
Negative.
Because
Complex.
Because in the catabolic steps,
Complex
ATP.
molecule is converted to simple.
Yes, and also why their complex molecule is broken down into the simplest form.
Utilizes ATP. Yes, sir.
Utilizes ATP, nahi, synthesis of ATP. Right?
Synthesis.
Here they are using the ATP to synthesize this complex molecule. But here
To synthesize. Yes.
they are releasing, for example, complex molecule is a glucose, right? So after glucose breakdown, what you can expect? Synthesis of simply ATP. So ATP formation, this is a kind of energy releasing step. They are exothermic, and always delta G tells you the direction. Earlier we have talked about bioenergetics related to the transformation of energy. This is the transformation of energy, formation of ATP from glucose. ठीक है ना? So that can be defined quantitatively in the term of delta G. If delta G is negative, it means what is the metabolic pathway? What is the
Catabolism.
Catabolism, right? If delta G is negative, it means always there is a catabolism and there is a synthesis of ATP. ATP synthesis is always exothermic, right? If then reverse will happen in the endothermic. Okay? Reverse will happen in the endothermic reaction. Delta G means there is a more randomness. More randomness. What do you mean by the randomness? This randomness is called as the entropy, right? This randomness is called as the entropy. So if suppose substrate is there and you want to form a product, right? Glucose, from glucose you are forming the ATP, ठीक है? Or from sucrose you are forming glucose, right? So which is the substrate here? Glucose is the substrate here, sucrose is the substrate here. What is the product here? ATP is the product here, glucose is the product here. Okay, so whenever you want to form the product, means direction from substrate to product, then always delta G will be negative. Means delta G always will be negative if you want to form a product. Okay, रविता कुछ कहना चाहती है? Yes, रविता. हेलो, आवाज कट रही है क्या? अच्छा, रिकनेक्ट किया. ओके ओके, अभी समझ में आ रहा है बेटे ना जो मैं पढ़ा रहा हूं? यू आर गेटिंग एवरीथिंग? चलो, नहीं भी समझ में आएगा तो रिकॉर्डिंग विल बी अवेलेबल टू यू, ठीक है ना? तो इतना समझ लो, S2P delta G will be negative, ठीक है ना? Now my question is, if S is more than the product, what will be the sign of delta G? Sign क्या होगा? What will be Tejaswini? Suppose this is not the forward direction, rather than substrate is more forming than the product, then what will be the, yes, this will be the positive. And when both are in equal concentration, then what will be the sign of delta G? Delta G will be 0.
0.
Right? So delta G 0 means both substrate and product are in equilibrium and nothing is happening. Neither substrate is broken into the product, neither product is broken into the substrate. Equilibrium has been attained. So we are exactly, if you think in the term of ecology, right, then what we are talking about?